Okay, hit go live. Of course.
You're in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Watching the ETN.
Do we have like a
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Yeah, audio's good, I think. Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. Dylan Richardson alongside me. Ethan Dillinger, our producer. We are live from Mullen High School, home of the Mullen Mustangs, as the Erie Tigers set to take on Mullen in this high school football matchup. The Tigers looking to try and come back after dropping last week. That is 2 in a row now for the Tigers, going back to last season. How do the Tigers deal with this adversity? That's going to, I think, define a lot of this season, Dylan, is how they come out tonight.
Yeah, this is a big comeback game for the Tigers after losing a tough game last Friday to Ponderosa. And Mullen is a good team, a good 5A team, and the Tigers getting ready to start here.
So the Tigers will kick it off right to left on your radio dial. They are wearing the white jerseys with the orange helmets. We're staring into the sun, so a little bit tough to see. Mullen wearing the blue jerseys with the gold helmets. Mullen is a big physical football team. That's what you can expect tonight. Of course, the Tigers got the athletes. How do they handle that physicality? Caleb Harner set to kick things off, and we are underway here in Denver as that one is caught back at the 3-yard line. Up the field goes the returner. A huge leap, and he was undercut underneath him. I believe that was Kogel. And the Tigers also saw a flag flying in there. I think that's going to be against Mullen.
It looked there for a second like the Mullen returner had a lane to break through, but the Tigers got there and definitely have improved on the special teams part early in this game.
So the Mustangs will start after a penalty. Not sure if you could hear that on our crowd mic. Hey, we are going to try and recapture the radio kind of feel. We've been used to calling TV so much. Well, it might take a minute or two, but we'll get the feel for it again. Mullen will come out here in the shotgun. I beg your pardon, the quarterback is actually under center. That's happening on the opposite side as us. There goes a pitch to the running back to the near side. Tigers swarm on the edge, and a good tackle there for Erie.
Yeah, the Tigers quickly starting with a good defensive play. Mullen looks to keep the running game moving early, and a quick little pitch that Tigers come up with.
Mullen in 5A League 2, they're 0-1 to start the season. They lost to Columbine 42-19. Of course, Columbine, one of the better teams in this state. 11:23 remaining, second down and about 7 here for the Mustangs. In the shotgun is Valdez Lemos. Valdez Lemos looking, fires the comebacker. It's caught from the slot man underneath. That one was Oscar Maynez III, and that pass is complete for about 5 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 1 here for the Mustangs.
Tigers need to use some physicality here. The Mullen has a very large offensive line, probably going to go for some sort of quarterback sneak here. And that last catch was just barely made by the Mullen receiver.
There's the snap, the surge for it, as you said, Dylan. There's the sneak. It's going to depend on the spot. They had to get the nose of the football to the 25, and they do mark them with a first down, so a fresh set of downs here for the Mustangs.
Looks like maybe a questionable spot, maybe a little bit forward, but Tigers need to come up with a stop here on first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 26. Handoff. No, it's play action. Wide open in the middle is Aceves. He'll run it over the 50, the 40 into Erie territory. Hall will track him down and push him out of bounds. The tight end just snuck out on the play action. No linebacker had dropped back into coverage. And Aceves is down at the 24 in Erie territory, and a sideline warning for Erie. They had a couple last week, one that resulted in a penalty. No yardage marked out, but a big play there for Mullen. A pass play from the 26 all the way to the other 26, so about a 50-yard on the dot pass play.
And it looked like the Tigers just bit on the play action hard, and Mullen had a couple blockers downfield that let them get some extra yardage out of the play.
Now there is Valdez Lemos. He'll pass it again to Aceves, and Aceves will catch it after a little curl route, a gain of 5 out near the far sideline on the numbers near the 20. They'll spot him down at the 19. So a 5-yard pickup there on first down. Second catch of the game for Aceves.
And that was a very dangerous pass from the Mullen quarterback, just barely snagged by the receiver. And the Tigers could have had a huge momentum swing early in the game.
So Valdez Lemos in the shotgun here. Scans the field, 2 wide to each side of the formation. Takes it, runs play action, will run up the gut, in and out of the arms of a Tiger defender. Then a slew of white jerseys comes along with a yellow hanky on the field. A pickup of 2, but we'll have to see what this is. It kind of was thrown in the area of maybe a face mask. No, they'll call that a clip or a block in the back, and so a penalty will be back up Mullen here. That's their second of the game. Block in the back. And I'm not sure if you can hear that in the background, but block in the back from the official. That'll make it second where they threw that. It'll make it second at about 13 from the 28. Ball spotted on the far hash, trips to the near side of the field. Caleb Valdez Lemos in the shotgun. He'll send his running back Waymeyer out of the backfield. There's the quick curl route on the far side. Catch, turn up. Slew of Tigers there. Not much going. They get it back just short of the original line of scrimmage. A 2-yard pickup there on second down. That'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and that was just a play that was looking to get a couple yards, maybe get in a better field goal position for this 3rd and 10. the Tigers need to come up with a big stop, and they're keeping the defense the same. Mullen is keeping the offense the same. It's going to be a pivotal third down early in the game.
So the Tigers, as you mentioned, pivotal third down here for their defense. In the shotgun is Valdez Lemos. He'll send a man in motion out of the backfield. He'll catch it, roll to his right, being pressured, beats the edge pressure, throws, well covered on the play. I think that was Furman out there on the coverage for the Tigers. And that will result in a 4th and long here.
Yeah, that play was broken up early by the edge rusher from Erie, broke through the running back coverage, forced the quarterback to the near side, and a good defensive coverage downfield as well to knock that away on the sideline.
So 4th and 11. Big play here for both teams in this opening possession. 8:31 remaining in the first quarter, no score. Valdez Lemon takes the snap. He's being pressured. Now he'll pivot to his left side along the hash, throws it back toward the middle of the field. End zone, it's bobbled and then incomplete. Tied up with Derek Hall was the intended target, Oscar Menez, and a turnover on down there for the Mustangs, and the Tigers will have their first possession of the game at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that play was just a struggle from the start. Tigers breaking through the offensive line early, getting pressure. Running back made a good stop to keep it from being a loss of yardage. And now the Tigers with their offense coming out, hoping to get a good start in this game.
Now Barnett will come out in the shotgun. He's ball spotted at the far hash. There's a snap. Barnett looking left, hangs in the pocket, fires the deep ball, has Kane Lettuce. Oh, who hauls it in across the 40, down to the 30, and right out of the chute. Blake Barnett looking poised, Kane Lettuce looking confident, and comes down with the ball on a big play on first down for the Tigers as they'll spot him down at the 31-yard line in Mullen territory.
Yeah, and Caden Lettuce just beating double coverage. A great throw by Blake, airing it out early. Mullen kind of looked asleep on that play. Tigers hoping to capitalize, get some quick 6 points.
44 yards on the pass play from Barnett to Lettuce. He'll go quickly in the shotgun again. Ball spot the near hash. Kana flanks him. He'll take the snap, looks to his right. Now fires the out route and overshoots his intended target. That was Mason Kogel, and that one will fall incomplete. And already we're seeing maybe a little bit less pressure, but more than that, Blake just looks comfortable. Last week, first read, didn't like it. He would pull down and look to run real fast, Dylan.
Yeah, Blake definitely is trusting his receivers more, and the Mullen defensive line has not gotten any pressure at all. Blake has been real quick with his throws in this game.
2nd and 10, ball spotted between the hashes at the 30-yard line. Barnett takes a snap, throws the quick curl route on the far side. That one is grabbed by Josh Levine, and he'll be corralled out of bounds. A quick throw, a quick catch, and a pickup of 8 yards.
Penalty as well on the play, maybe unsportsmanlike after the play call.
And we're trying to get the signal from the official here. And it is a personal foul, as you said there, Dylan. So a 15-yarder there on Mullen, and that will give Erie the first down. So half the distance to the goal, first down for the Tigers. And that'll move the football all the way up to the 11-yard line. That's where Barnett will come out in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide to the near side, 1 up top, and an H-back. That's Kogel here on the left, or the near side, rather. Barnett claps the hands, takes the snap, drops, rolls, tucks it, looking to run toward the corner of the end zone. He'll knife his way in, and the Tigers take the lead on an 11-yard touchdown scamper. And Blake Barnett, the Tigers get an opening drive stop, they get an opening drive score, and the Tigers lead it by a touchdown.
Yep, and that's just a perfect example of the Tigers' speed. I was talking to coaches this week, and they were saying the only way the Tigers are going to win this game is to outspeed Mullen. And that was perfect. Mullen did not have the edge, and Blake got around an easy touchdown.
So 6-0, Tigers will come out in the extra point formation. And I believe this is, well, Ronan Ward is out there. I think they're going to go for 2. I don't see Hoffman. And they will shift. And oh, yeah, Hoffman was there. He was just, I think, maybe hiding from us a little bit. And the kick is blocked and no good. So 6-0 lead for the Tigers. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with... And welcome back in, Gen Realty broadcast booth here at Mullen High School. Be sure to follow us on social media at Erie Tiger Media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And sun just now setting behind the mountains, not as blaring in our eyes. We're able to see the field a little bit better. And the Tigers set to kick off with a 6-0 lead here with 7:44 remaining here in this first quarter of play. They got the defensive stop they need after allowing the big play, and then they got a big play of their own. And I feel like you needed that from Barnett to Lettuce. And now Harner set to kick things off here with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big offensive drive from the Tigers. Blake was not very confident earlier this week, and a little squib kick from the Tigers.
Yeah, squibber, and heck, that worked out as the ball dead there at the 24, and that's where Mullen, that one of the upmen had to kind of jump on it. And tell you what, that tells me that the Tigers, as we saw last week, it was 4 special teams plays that did the Tigers in. And that first kick return looked a little bit dangerous if it weren't for that penalty. So let's see how the Tigers come out here and adjust with that play action tight end pass.
Yep. Tigers look like they have a 3 front with 4 linebackers. Maybe back into a 4 front now.
Valdez Lemons on 1st and 10. Ball spotted toward the near hash at the 24. He'll take it, give it to the running back. That's Waymeyer. Pivots back to his right, and the Tigers D-line were living in the backfield on that play. A loss of 1. That is the first carry of the game for the Mustangs, and that will back them up to 2nd and 11, maybe 2nd and 12.
Yeah, the Mustangs have some really large blindside blockers, but it seems like the Tigers are a little bit too agile for them and are just getting it in the gaps before the running back can get there.
So 2nd and long here. Mustangs like to go to the huddle. We're used to seeing so much up-tempo in high school. It's a little bit jarring almost to see the teams huddle up. Valdez Lemos in the shotgun. He's got trips to the far side of the field. Ball spot near hash. He'll uncork it after he drops back. That one is caught on a curl route. A pretty good pickup there across the 35, up near the 40. That's enough for a first down on 2nd and 11. In fact, they'll pick up about 13 on the pass play. That's already the 6th pass play of the game. And I believe that was Oscar Maines that caught that pass, his 3rd catch of the game, and a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looks like the Mustangs' bread and butter play is the curl route, whether it be shallow or deep. That's where they've gotten most of their yards in this game.
I believe that's Menez, by the way. Now Valdez Lemos in the shotgun. He's going to take the low snap, runs play action, the swing pass out of the backfield, and that one is caught, the swarm of Tigers there, caught toward the near side. Aceves caught the pass, and he got it forward for about 5 yards. Aceves. I paused to try and listen to the PA announcer to make sure I was pronouncing it right. Aceves, so far he has been a factor. 3 catches, 60 yards in this game.
Yeah, the Tigers had an edge rusher there that almost broke up that play and was a couple inches away from a potential pick 6, but the Mustangs got 4 good yards out of it.
So Valdez Lemos in the shotgun again. Ball spotted the near hash. 2nd and 5. Ball is at the 42 in Mullen territory. Valdez Lemos takes the low snap off the turf, looks to his left, fires in the slot. That's a catch across the 50, enough for a first down and then a few extra yards. And a pickup there They'll mark him down at the 48. So what was that, a pickup there of about 8 yards?
Yep, looks like the Tigers are playing a zone, and that route perfectly split the zone. And the Mustangs get a good first down here, now in Tiger territory. 5:50 remaining in the first quarter.
Valdez Lemos, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun. He started out the game under center, has been shotgun ever since. Hard count, takes the snap, look to hand off, now he'll keep it, and the Tigers had some type of run blitz on, and they just got back to him as he was near midfield. He fought his way forward, dragged a defender back to the original line of scrimmage, but no gain there for Mullen.
Yeah, looks like number 5 of the Tigers came right over the center, had the snap time perfectly, and
we're looking at what they had listed as the roster, and they have Caleb Thyssen listed as number 5. Well, that's not right, folks. Caleb, if you're out there watching, that's Carson Hageman, who had a nice game there last week. Now 2nd and 11 here for the Mustangs, so they will say he lost a yard, and Coach Geiger is going to call a timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well here on the Erie Tiger Network. Special needs. The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
If you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School, well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the...
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Tiger fans, you can support us on our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. That helps do stuff like these road games. So 2nd and 11 here for the Mustangs out of the timeout. Ball spotted between the hashes, closer to the far hash on the 48 of Erie. Valdez Lemos will throw the screen pass that was not that great a setup, but making a man miss was Waymeyer. He just dipsy-doodled around a man and found his way for about 7 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
yeah, the Tigers had 2 men in the backfield that were just barely not fast enough to get to that screen block. And looks like the Tigers have a huge 3rd down here to keep the momentum flowing.
Yeah, you almost feel like on this part of the field, the Mustangs will go for it. It's 6-0. Tigers lead it. 4:30 remaining here in the first quarter. I'll try and remember to say the time and score a little more since we're on audio. Maybe I'll get Ethan to punch me in the arm or something every minute or so. Handoff to Waymeyer, and man, once again, he is met right at the line of scrimmage, and the Tiger run defense has been fantastic tonight so far. That was Logan Gilmore in there defensively who came up to make the tackle.
Yeah, Tigers are just quicker than the line from Mullen, and it's kept the run game pretty quiet. Mullen's really only option has been the pass so far.
So 4th down and 4 here for Mullen. Valdez Lemos in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide to each side and a timeout coming here for the Mustangs. So glad you could join us here for this broadcast of Tiger Sports on the Erie Tiger Network. The Tigers lead it 6-0 with 3:44 over Mullen. The Tigers, Mullen came out, drove down the field on a big play. The Tigers stopped him near the red zone. They got it 1st and 10. In the first play, Barnett on max protection loaded up the deep ball, hit Caden Lettuce for a big play. And that set the Tigers up, and the Tigers would ultimately punch it in with an 11-yard run. And Mullen, they've done a pretty good job of ball control. What we saw last week, one thing that you got to feel a little bit frustrated as is if you're Coach Geiger, the Tigers did a pretty good job of not breaking defensively at times last week, except when there were huge miscues by the special teams. But they gave up a lot of first downs, which made their offense sit on the sideline for a long time.
Yeah, it seemed like the thing that really cost the Tigers last week was special teams. As you said earlier, 4 big plays that really defined the game. But they were pretty good otherwise. Their offense was definitely a little slow, but their defense was in it. It was mostly just a few mental mistakes that cost the Tigers the game last week.
So 4th down and 4 in the shotgun. Mullen, quarterback, catches it, rolls to his left. He rolled to his weak side and tried to throw, and the Tigers diagnosed beautifully, and that football fell short, hit the turf. Turnover on down, and the Tigers will pick it up.
Looks like it was maybe deflected going out, but nonetheless, it was definitely a short throw. Not even sure it had the yardage in the first place to get there. And so the Tigers, starting from the 41, have a shorter field to get 6 more points.
So in the shotgun here is Barnett on 1st down. Ball spotted at the 41 in Mullen territory. Catches, rolls to his right, setting up a screen pass, throws back to his left. That's Lusk with it. Makes one man miss and tried to bowl over another man. Had a convoy of blockers, but they were well down the field, and about a 5-yard pickup there on the screen pass for the Tigers.
Yeah, looks like a couple guys for Mullen slipped through the line of blockers. Looked like maybe Logan Goldmore had a chance to pick up one of them, but just snuck around him. So shorter 2nd down here for the Tigers.
2nd and 5, ball at the 46. Barnett takes the snap. No, it's a direct snap to Lusk. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Catches it, runs around the right side, breaks the tackle, bounces down the sideline. Was there a face mask? He tiptoes inside the sideline across the 30, and Lusk with some tough running, but a flag all the way back on the Erie side of the field. Barnett's hanging back there. Every other Tiger about 30 yards down the field. So we'll wait for this one, and it is on Erie.
Looked to me like there was maybe a face mask or a horse collar, but coming back.
So Levine gets called for the block in the back, and a costly penalty there is yardage plus loss of a really big run there by Lusk, and that'll bring up 2nd and 14 here for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was definitely an odd play. Maybe it was supposed to be a direct snap, but it just ended up right in Harner's belly, and he got around everybody, broke a few tackles on the way.
Barnett catches the shotgun snap. Now he'll pump, steps up in the pocket, fires on the run, and tried to hit the very deep outcut to Lettuce, who was across the 40, and that one just hit the turf in front of him. That would have been a heck of a throw at Barnett. Heck, even getting it that far, that was a dead sprint to his left after he pump faked, and then he tried to wing it out to Lettuce, and that'll bring up 3rd and 14.
Yep, definitely a tough throw, and he just barely missed 2 Tiger receivers, a little bit short of Lettuce and a little bit too far for Sweeney.
Barnett is 3 of 5 for 58 yards in this game. He'll come out in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide to each side. Barnett scans the field, claps the hands, drops back to pass, looking, has pressure from his right, rolls to his left, keeps his eyes downfield. He'll uncork a deep ball and just too far. It was a late developing post, kind of maybe the scramble drill, trying to hook up with Caden Lettuce. Lettuce emerged, and Barnett's upset with himself. He had Lettuce open, but that was a tough throw to try and make.
Yeah, he jumped up, planted, and within a split second threw that ball like 40 yards downfield, just overthrowing Caden Lettuce.
Well, shoot, he threw that ball from his own 30, and it landed well past the Mullen 20. That was 50 yards in the air plus.
Yeah.
On the run. Good throw from Blake. Too much mustard, actually. Now Harner will punt this one. High snap. Able to haul it down. No pressure. Punts this one end over end, far sideline, and that bounces, takes a Mullen bounce back across the 30, and it'll bounce out of bounds at the 32, and that is where the Mustangs will start over. 2:24 remaining in this first quarter, a slow-moving first quarter, but the Tigers lead it 6-0. And we will try and say the score as many times as possible. Looking at Ethan Dillinger here saying, hey man, you gotta whack me on the arm every minute. Once a minute. Real-time minute, not game minute. So Mullen will come out here in the shotgun. 6-0 Tiger lead. 3rd possession of the game for Mullen. They've gotten first downs both possessions. Tigers have been able to stop them once they've crossed midfield. Pressure in his face, rolls to the far side of the field. White jerseys there, big hit put on near the far sideline. And they're going to call that a gain of about 5 on the scramble by Caleb Valdez-Lemos.
Yeah, that was just a heads-up play. The blocking was very good from the Mullen line, and he just decided that there was nobody open downfield and just scrambled far side and got 5 good yards.
So second, and they'll actually only give him about 4 there. 2nd and 6 here for the Mustangs. Caleb VL, we'll just call him VL for now, takes the snap. It's a little bubble screen to the near side, and a good job shedding the blocker and coming up to make the tackle for the Tigers is, let's make sure we have that right, that was Trey Kana playing corner.
Yeah, Trey Kana.
We should know that number. We're just not used to, we're seeing him carry the ball.
Yeah, Trey Kana broke the tackle of McCarty on the near side and just snuffed out that screenplay before it got on the ground.
By the way, that's Menez's 5th catch of the game. 9 passes for Mullen so far, 90 yards, only 1 incompletion for Caleb VL. Now it's 3rd and 6, ball spotted at the near hash, and a timeout is coming from Coach Geiger. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Program is we'll get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction in knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's...
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. We are live with 57 seconds left in the first quarter play. Brandon Bird, Dylan Richardson, D-Rich as we like to call him here on the broadcast, doing a great job for us. And, well, we're bummed we couldn't stream the game video, but we're giving you at least something here. Going back to my old radio days. Heck, I was in Sterling, Colorado today where it all started, the idea of the Erie Tiger Network. Now VL will catch it, looks to run after his first option wasn't there, breaks 2 tackles, has enough for the first down as he pinballs his way up near the 50. A lid popped off there for one of the Tigers. I think that was Furman. Luke Furman's hat fell off, and a good gain there on 3rd down, and how many yards was that? I think about an 8-yard run.
Yeah, it looks...
Nose of the ball spotted right at the 50. The officials love doing that. So 1st and 10 at midfield for the Mustangs. Did you hear the pronunciation? Valdez-Lemos in the pistol now. Low snap, picks it off the turf, fires the comeback, and trying to jump the route was Preston Terranova there. And I tell you what, had that been maybe a little bit of a better throw, that might have been a touchdown for Erie.
Yeah, the Mullen receiver just fell down on the grass here. It is a grass field at Mullen, and definitely a little bit of a lopsided field. And that was just a turf monster moment, and Terranova almost came up with a big interception.
So 2nd down and 10 here for the Mustangs. Ball spot the near hash at midfield. 30 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. And Mustangs taking a long time to get this play, and they huddled up, but they're still kind of looking down at the armbands. Only 8 seconds left here on the play clock. They're still looking at the sidelines. They might have to burn a timeout. No, they snap with 2 seconds left. Valdez-Lemos, he's pressured by Cogill. He's going to take off for the near side. No Tigers there, and he sprints it up, gets it across the down to gain, and picks up 11, and then a late hit out of bounds there. That's going to be on Chase Miller, the senior, and there's 2 flags. I think one was a late hit out of bounds. Is that what they both are?
Chase Miller is a senior last year.
Oh, yeah, we're looking at the wrong roster. Julian Garcia. How about this, Dylan? I will share this roster.
Smart guy. Yeah, that was a play where the Tigers' downfield coverage was not paying attention to the quarterback scramble, and the near side was wide open. For
So the result is a first down because the personal foul occurred after the play, but they mark off 10 yards on, what was that, a hold, and then 15 on the Tigers, so the ball does advance forward 5 extra yards. That actually looked like 7 yards. I'm not sure how that was marked off, but first and 10 for the Mustangs at the Tiger 34-yard line.
Yeah, definitely some interesting ball placement, but
Limos takes the snap, looks, pumps, now throws the fade, has it in the breadbasket, a great fingertip grab, and walking into the end zone is Ish Aceves, and a touchdown there for the Mustangs, and a penalty on the 5. This could be a celebration penalty, I'm not sure.
This might be a push-off. I didn't quite catch it, but it could be a push-off on Mullen.
No, it's an unsportsmanlike call. The initial signal, they're going to come over and talk with Coach Geiger. Unsportsmanlike. I think the touchdown will count. What was that, 34 yards?
Yep, I think 34 yards. And that
unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense.
Well, the music bumping, that's going to demonetize our stream. Thanks a lot, Mullen. They did not. So the touchdown counts. It's 6-6 with 15 seconds left here in the first quarter play.
Looks like Mullen's got the kicking team out there. Look for a second, like maybe a 2-point. But Tigers got to maybe make a special teams play here to keep it tight at 6.
So on to kick the extra point here for the Mustangs is Mitchell Rigman, a senior kicker. And Mullen has to burn a timeout before the extra point. Tell you what, that could come back to burn a team. You never want to burn a timeout before a point after attempt.
Yeah, this stadium does have the play clocks on either end, and so Mullen is forced. They can't get away with extra time here, and they have to burn a timeout so they can make this extra point and take the lead, potentially.
Well, if any Erie historians are watching, when was the last time an Erie team faced a Mullen team in football? No idea. I know that they have locked up in softball. The Erie girls golf team, they won state in the spring, and Mullen finished second. So at least last time big stakes were on the line, Erie took a dub. How about that? Well, Mullen now trying to take the lead here on an extra point. And the kick is up, and it is good with 15 seconds left. So we'll stay right here while Mullen sets up their kickoff return. While we have a moment, we'd like to thank our sponsors here. Of course, Gen Realty. We're broadcasting live from the Gen Realty broadcast booth. Be sure to check out Gen Realty online at genrealty.com.
Yeah, the Tigers they got close to blocking that extra point, but now the unsportsmanlike call will be on the kickoff, so the Tigers will get some better field position to start the second quarter of play, and hopefully they can come up with something big here, and a quick score, maybe quick stop, get some momentum rolling.
So first time we'll have seen Mullen's kickoff here. Trey Kana back to receive for the Tigers, and Lusk as well, the two Tiger running backs.
Definitely some jarring between the two student sections here in the stadium. Mullen does have a large student section. The Tigers definitely have a good showing as well for the stands and the students. Definitely good to see some support for the Tigers team.
Coach Geiger has that entire Tiger defense huddled up on the track behind the Tiger bench, and I think he is not pleased with what happened on that last drive. Squibber That's going to be picked up at the 39 and with a little bit of room and making one man miss, and then there's the wave of blue jerseys. I tell you what, that's a little bit scary. And they'll mark him down right at midfield. And, well, I didn't even catch the number of the up man that picked that up. Oh, it was number 1. That is Jace Onstad on the return. So 8 seconds left. This could be the last play of the first quarter. In a first quarter that's lasted 36 minutes, kind of a long first quarter here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of passing, a lot of incomplete passes that have extended some time.
Ball at midfield, Barnett in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Cogill to the H-back spot on the near side. He'll run the screen to Lettuce, catches on the near side, trying to make a man miss, has plenty of room out there, and finally drags a defender out of bounds as he neared the first down marker, needed to get to the 40. They'll mark him down at the 41, so the clock will run, or at least they were signaling that it'll run, and there's the signal, and that will end the first quarter of play. So at the end of one quarter of play, the Tigers, they trail the Mustangs 7-6. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
What makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath, hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiation. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. As Erie will come out to start the second quarter of play. Ball spotted at the Mullen 41, 2nd and 1. Barnett in the shotgun. Hard clap. He'll run the read option, gives it to Kana, has the first down, shakes off a man, and then gets stacked up after a gain of 3, but a flag coming in toward the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Tigers backing up, definitely a hold somewhere in the offensive line. Blake did get the Mustangs to jump with the hard count, but didn't snap it in time to get the offsides call on the free play.
Well, it got him to flinch. In high school, if you cross the neutral zone, it's encroachment. That was borderline, though. I kind of agree with what you're putting down there. So 2nd and 11 here for the Tigers. Ball back at the nose of the football is at the 50, so that would imply 2nd and 10, but that couldn't be. A little bit of a misplacement there by the officials. Barnett runs play action, lobs one up for Lettuce, single coverage, juggling catch, falls backward down to the 12. The Mullen defender wanted a push off. I think that was just a trip up there. That was a little bit underthrown, and it was Lettuce that pulled it down for a big play of 40 yards on the pass play from Barnett to Lettuce. That's the second 40-plus yard pass play between those two. And now it is 1st and 10. They'll say at the shadow of the outside the 10. So that would make it, yeah, that is 40 yards. A little read option there. Barnett takes it, lowers the head, sneaks through a couple arm tackles, and then just powers his way across the goal line into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown, and they lead it with 11:18 remaining here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, that was just Blake Barnett again being agile. Another good 6 points, splitting defenders, and then getting some help from his offensive line into the end zone. And I want to go back to the previous play where both of the defender and the receiver were caught up with each other, and Caden Lettuce just turned around, found the ball, and made a juggling catch as he was falling to the ground to put the Tigers in scoring position.
By the way, Barnett, I think, is going to pick up a personal foul celebration penalty. And we're just waiting for the official call.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15 yards will be assessed on the kickoff.
All right, so 15 yards on the kickoff. Both teams getting a little too celebratory as Tigers in that little swinging gate, special team set. Second 11-yard touchdown run for Blake Barnett. The Tigers have only run it twice. Tigers are motioning out their kicker, Ronan Ward, and now they'll motion him back in. I thought they were going to run for two. I think they saw something they liked, and then they didn't like something they saw. And now the Tigers set to kick this one. Holds good. Kick is up, and it is good. So extra point's good. A 6-point lead for the Tigers. We'll step aside again here on the ETN.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, 11:18 remaining in the half. Tigers lead it 13-7. The penalty, Blake Barnett's penalty, will move the Tigers kickoff back to their own 25. So Mullen's going to have really good field position here.
Yep, Harner's got to kick the crap out of this ball, try and get it as deep as possible, and hope for good coverage. And this could be another potential big return if this goes poorly for the Tigers.
Some fans don't like the dummy kick anymore, but we'll love it forever because of what it set up for last year. There is a low lining kick. It's going to bounce at the 20, and that's where it'll be picked up. And good coverage by the Tigers. It's a kick return of about 17 yards. But Tigers were right there. So decent field position, but not as good as kind of initially thought. It was a liner by Caleb, and I thought that might give the returner some time. But the 36, only a 16-yard return. And that is where the Mustangs will take over from the far hash with 11:14 remaining here in the quarter.
Yeah, considering the penalty, Tigers cover that kick well, and now got to come up with a stop here.
So Caleb Valdez-Lemos under center here. I formation, an offset I for Mullen. There goes a handoff. Oh, man! A loss of 5, and just sprinting into the backfield was Carson Hageman. And what a huge play for the sophomore. Man, he timed that up. He squeaked through the gap, and a huge run stop there. And I tell you what, the sophomore has looked really good in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was the second time tonight that I can remember that Hagman has just beat the center off the snap and gotten into the backfield early, and that time he got rewarded with a big run stop.
Now Mullen behind the stick, 2nd and 15, ball spot at the near hash at the 31. Low snap picked up, pressure, throw off of the back foot, and it was caught by the receiver. That was Lemos to Aceves. A gain of 9.
Yeah, and the Tigers again had pressure and got a big hit onto Aceves. And now they got to come up with a stop here on, looks like 3rd and 7.
So, yep, 3rd and 7. The ball will be spotted at the far hash. Man, the Tigers have been coming with pressure. They just haven't been able to sack Lemos. Lemos takes the snap from under center, drops back, pressure. It's a little screen setup. The Tigers diagnose beautifully, and coming up for the big hit at the line of scrimmage was Logan Quinn, and the Tigers force a 3 and out.
Yeah, that's a big stop from the Tigers. And looks like Mullen is going to bring the punt team on. Looked initially like they were maybe going to go for it. Kind of in no man's land, but got to punt it away here.
13-7 the score here. Tigers lead it. 9:20 remaining in the first half. Tigers almost had too many men out there. Special teams trying to be mistake-free this week. Mullen had 30 seconds left to punt. A drop snap. Tigers were not sending pressure. High punt. Dropped by Kana, and then he picked it off the turf. That was a fumble. It was on the turf. Kana had his legs wrapped up, and he just reached out and pulled it in. But I don't think he ever called for a fair catch, and a Mullen man was right there in his grill, and that could have been disastrous for the Tigers.
Yeah, that entire play was a mess from the start. The Tigers not sending any pressure, but Mullen has a rough snap that's low and dropped by the punter. Punter gets it away, and then Kana drops the punt and gets lucky and comes up with it.
So 1st and 10 here for Erie. Ball at the, looks like about the 20. Barnett takes it, hands it off, and no running room there. I think that was Lusk with it, and that is the first handoff of the game that has not been called back due to a penalty, and that goes for 0 yards. Only the third official run of the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, that had nothing going from the start. Mullen defenders breaking through the lines early, and now the Tigers getting the play, hoping to get something moving here.
So 1st down, or 2nd down, and 10 here for the Tigers. Trips to the near side. They'll send Kogel in motion to the far side. Barnett fakes, throws the bubble, and it goes right through the hands of Alex Sweeney. And that was a drop, and he'll be upset about that one.
Yeah, there were 3 Mullen defenders there ready to wrap him up, so regardless, it was going to be a short play from Erie. And now they got to dial someone up here. 3rd and 10. Big play, 8:04 remaining. Got to keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah, Tigers, such a good offensive set last series. Don't want to go 3 and out after forcing a 3 and out to start the quarter. 8:04 remaining. Tigers lead it. Barnett on 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. Looks. Deep curl. That one's caught by Lettuce across the sticks. And he'll turn around, put his head down, and plow his way for 2 or 3 more. And they'll call that about a 15-yard pickup up to the 35.
Yeah, that was the 2nd time in a row that Caden Lettuce has beaten his defender for a big play, and now they've subbed him out.
It's just real soft coverage out there from Mullen, and there's no high safety. They're kind of daring Erie just to throw over the top. Barnett sees that, fires the deep pass, looking for Lettuce, just overthrew him by about 1.5 yards. Barnett saw that, Mullen baited him, and that was just misses. Lettuce beat his man down the sideline. That was Antillion, and they'll sub the starting corner back in. Good recognition by Blake, just overthrew him a little bit. We've seen that from Blake in the early part of the season. All those off-season workouts, he's maybe a little bit too strong right now.
Yeah, it looked like Lettuce had his man beat, definitely got bumped a little bit on the way out, and just a yard overthrown.
2nd and 10. Read option, handoff to Lusk, cuts it against the grain, gets to the outside, up the sideline, across the 50, lowers his head and scampers out of bounds across the 45, and a good pickup there for the Tigers on 2nd down. A gain of 17 on the run there for Lusk, longest run of the day for the Tigers.
Yeah, and Blake got another jump on the hard count, just again didn't quite get it off in time for the free play.
The near side corner sucking wind a little bit. Let's see if Erie recognizes that. Almost looked like maybe he was, yep, and there's a little bit of, and the official sees that. There is a, what do you call that, a reversal of fortune? Yep, and there's number 2, and that time all the fans saw it. We saw that. That's happening right in front of us. We're located at about the 30-yard line where Erie is driving right now, and there is a player who is sick, and he has been sick 3 different times on this stoppage. And the referees are going to stop play here for a moment. And the good news, Tiger fans, this is a grass field. Like to see that when something like that happens.
Yeah, that's the same corner that Lettuce has been matched up with for most of this night. And then we had one play where the backup corner came in and he got beat on the near side, and they subbed the starter back in, and now the starter's out with an illness.
Yeah, I'd tell you what, hats off to the official for stopping that, because I don't think the back judge's job is to watch the near side cornerback. And heck, Dylan, I think we were the only two in the stadium that really saw that until the official, and then the back judge obviously saw it, and then the rest of the fans saw it too. Don't like to make light of this situation, but hopefully everything okay there. But that'll bring up the first down play after the nice run by Lusk. Ball spotted at the 43. Barnett in the shotgun. Ball at the near hash. An H-back and a receiver to the near side. 2 wideouts to the top of the formation. Cogill sprints across the formation. Now hard clap. Now no jump, but Barnett is checking the play at the line of scrimmage. Tigers will adjust formation just slightly. Now Lusk flanking Barnett to his right. They'll send Cogill back in motion across to the near side. Barnett catches the snap, looks, fires the flare to Lusk. Wide open out of the backfield up the sideline. Has 10 yards and more. Finally tripped out of bounds as he crossed the 30. And so a pickup there of 13 yards on the swing pass from Barnett to Lusk.
Yep, and the near side of this field is definitely a little bit sandy with the long jump pits here on the side of the track, and the running back for Erie fell right into the sand.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the Mullen 28. Another hard clap. Almost got Mullen to jump. Now Barnett will check in with the sideline. He's got 2 wideouts here to the near side. Barnett checks the play again at the line of scrimmage, barking out directions. Sees something there. Mullen playing a little bit soft on this coverage here. They'll turn Lusk to the left side. Barnett fires the quick swing pass to Sweeney, catches it, turns up field, and almost like a run play out of a pass. That's the old pitch and catch. Just, hey, we'll turn our passing game into a running game. Cloud of dust, no more. Just a little air 4 yards.
Yeah, and that was great recognition from Blake. He saw that the slot corner was playing deep, and so he called for a screen to the slot receiver and got a few good yards out of it.
Quick count there. Barnett takes it. He's going to run read option, keeps it himself, pulls out of the belly of Lusk, cuts at the field, breaks a tackle, sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Blake Barnett. A pickup of 25 yards and another touchdown run, the 3rd of the game for Blake. He's only run it 3 times. All 3 have been for touchdowns, and the Tigers extend the lead here with 7:26 remaining. And I thought that was a touchdown. Are they saying he was pushed out? And if
they're going for 2.
They're going for 2. The scoreboard just hasn't shown anything. That's a touchdown. 19-7. There we go. Scoreboard finally shown. I thought maybe I missed something there.
Yeah. And Blake had me fooled on that one. I thought he pushed his running back forward, but he pulled it out of the belly and had a lot of people in this stadium fooled, including myself.
Tigers going for 2 here. Trips to the far side. They'll spot the ball on the near hash on this 2-point conversion. Blake really taking his time. 12 seconds left here on the play clock. Catches a snap, looks left, waiting, rolls, fires in the end zone, wide open for the 2-point conversion. That one is caught by Josh Levine, and the Tigers lead it by 14, 21-7. We'll take a quick timeout. 7:25 remaining here in the first half. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Tigers lead at 21-7, 7:25 remaining in the first half. Tiger fans, don't forget to follow us on social media at Erie Tiger Media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And well. A beautiful run there for Blake Barnett. Really a beautiful drive. And it is night and day the way Blake looks. You can say all you want about the opponent, but he just looked different from the first snap of the game. He looked relaxed in the pocket. We didn't really see that last week as the Tigers set to kick this one off with Harner. They did the little dummy onside, but good vibes throughout at least the visitor sideline here in this Mullen Stadium, as this kick is a line driver, a bouncer, bounces across the 10 and slowly inches its way out of bounds, and that will be a penalty, and that will move the ball up to the 35.
Yep, as you were saying, it definitely seems like a much better atmosphere on the sidelines and the stands here, as the Tigers just seem more relaxed. They definitely seem a lot more confident against this Mullen team than they did against Ponderosa last week. And it's showing the Tigers have an early lead.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Ball will be spotted on the 35-yard line. First down.
As the penalty is announced. And so the Tigers have a lot of field to keep Mullen out and need to keep the momentum on their side.
Valdez Lemos in the shotgun here for the Mustangs. Takes the snap. Looking to pass, steps up in the pocket. A slew of white jerseys coming, and he had to get rid of it and tried to hit his intended target. And, well, good sight there. I believe it's our man that had to be subbed off. That's Cam Lewis back onto the field for Mullen. Hopefully he got it out of his system literally.
I guess that's one way to put it. Tigers definitely got some pressure on the quarterback there. Forced a throw, definitely a little bit of a shot at the end. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Tell you what, Jackson Kogel has been a menace for the Tigers defense this game so far. And the shotgun is Valdez Lemos. Lemos takes the low snap, steps up from edge pressure, going to tuck it and run into the arms of a couple of Tiger tacklers. And I believe that was Keaton Strange and Jace Onstad that kind of collapsed on the ball for the tackle there.
Yeah, it's definitely surprising the difference in size between Jackson Kogel and the rest of the Erie defensive line. It's very similar to John Pastore last year, and it's definitely had an impact. He's definitely matching the size of the Mullen offensive line.
Especially when you have Karenko there, or is that Antillion as your nose tackle? Tigers a really short nose tackle. Ball's on the ground off the snap, and then somehow Lemos was able to pick it up but fires it behind Aceves, and that'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and Ponderosa again in no man's land. Can't really go for it. Not quite far enough upfield.
21-7, Tigers lead it. 6:30 remaining here in the quarter, and Mullen set to punt again. And I don't think the Tigers are going to put too much pressure on a punt tonight.
Yep, I think Tigers are just going to try and be smart, not get another roughing the kicker penalty, and just get the ball.
Kind of a rainbowish snap, a nice punt, plenty of return room. Let's see what Kana does here. Catches it back near the 20, makes two men miss, now breaks it to the outside across the 30, makes the punter miss across the 40, breaks a tackle, and finally lassoed around the ankles up near the 50, just shy of it at the 48.
Yeah, and that was a boomer of a punt that just gave Kana too much room to work with, and he made a lot of people miss. That's some serious strength from Trey Kana.
He had strength, he had the wiggle, he had it all on that return for the Tigers. And they will have good field position here with 6:14 remaining in the first half. They will spot it at the Mullen 49. So Barnett and company out there on the field for the Tigers. Man in motion, that's Kogel. Barnett, the hard clap, now gets it. Gonna run read option, hands it to, I believe that's Lusk who came in for a winded Kana, and he was stacked up, wasn't dragged down, but a forward progress call, and got a yard. Yeah, no, that was Kana.
Yeah, definitely hard to see from our angle. We're a ways away from that play, and just not much going there. Mullen got some got some linemen in and just got that play stopped before it got started.
Barnett with trips to the near side, 2nd and 9, takes the low snap, looks, has a man coming open down the sideline. It's Sweeney, catches it, steps out of bounds, goes across the high jump pit, and a perfectly placed ball. Tell you what, Barnett had a postman coming open, opted to go to Sweeney down the sideline and hit him for a 36-yard gain, 35-yard gain from Barnett to Sweeney.
Yeah, and the fans here on the sideline are definitely wanting an after the play call. Nothing coming, and that was a play where Barnett had 2 men open, and it didn't matter who he was going to choose. It was going to be a big play regardless.
And he laid it in there perfectly, and that's the 3rd pass play of the game for Barnett, over 35 yards or longer. Now 1st and 10 from the 15. Ball spotted at the near hash. Barnett takes the snap, hands it to Kana, left side, bulldozes forward across the 10. Now they'll spot him right at the 10. Thought he got the nose of his helmet down to around the 9, but they'll say the football was in his belly, and a nice 5-yard pickup there on 1st down for Kana.
Yep, and the Tigers just keeping the tempo high, trying to keep Mullen tired, and are working at the 10. Gonna try and keep the momentum rolling, get it 28-7 now.
5:18 and change, or counting here for the Tigers. 2nd and 5 here at the 10. Barnett, the play clock is at 0. They had to reset it. The play clock never really got set. Read option. He rode Kana for a long time, finally gave it to him, and Kana put his foot in the ground, got up the field over the numbers, had about a 7-yard gain there as he stuck it across the sticks for a 1st down, and that'll bring up 1st and goal. And I tell you what, that was an eon of Barnett riding Kana along the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, Barnett's definitely using his presence in the run game in the red zone to keep Mullen on their toes, and really read that well, and Kana got some good yards out of it.
Barnett under center this time. Kana behind him. Barnett hands it to Kana, goes to the left side, and that was well diagnosed there that time from the Mullen defense, and a no gain on the play. They'll still call it down at the 3. That'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Tigers trying to go quick, little quick package down there at the goal line.
Yeah, that was a good play from Woodruff to break through and got a quick trip on Kana. And Kana's having some conversation with his coach on the near sideline.
Barnett again under center. Deep in the backfield is Lusk. They're going to hand it to him on a little power run. He lowers the head and blasts into the end zone. 3-yard touchdown. Gavin Lusk, the 1st of his career, and the Tigers lead it big here at De La Salle Stadium with 3:36 remaining. It is now a 3-score game for the Tigers.
Yep, and that was just a great run from Lusk, dodging men and just diving his way into the end zone for his 1st career touchdown.
And timeout on the field. I think there's an injured Mustang. No, we have a 2nd Mullen Mustang. Oh, yes. The field is being showered tonight by the Mullen Mustangs.
Yeah, maybe some got into a pregame meal, and it's definitely affected a couple of Mustangs. And so the Tigers now have a chance to take a 3-possession lead.
Tigers lining up. Oh, they'll snap the little swinging gate, the swing pass out to Cogill. He took a shot in the ribs. He wasn't able to hold on. Ronan Ward tried to get it out to him. And, well, that did not end like you drew it up. So 27-7, 3:36 remaining here in quarter number 1. We'll take a quick timeout on the ETN.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Ginny Hulse in Erie today.
And welcome back in. Erie Tiger Network 3:36 remaining in this one. And the Tigers lead it here by 20 points. And nice response. Even trailing a little bit in this game, you never know with teenagers what that will do to the old confidence. The Tigers have held their own, and they have, they've struck back fiercely.
Yep, definitely a good motivator, good comeback game for the Tigers after the loss last week, obviously. And now they just got to stay strong, keep the mental game strong, and not make silly mistakes.
Hunter Poocher on the kickoff. That's taken at the 18. There's going to be a block in the back or a clip called well behind the play. Kogel got cut down. And, they're going to call that one on, that was an obvious call on Caden Clouthier. That didn't go for much anyway. The officials chatting it over here. Sorry if that blew out your eardrums. We're trying to turn it up for the official mic.
During the return, block below the waist. Return team number 4, half the distance to the goal, first down.
All right, so half the distance to the goal, and I think they spotted at the, did they spot the 30, make it easy on themselves, and they'll pop it at the 15? And they did, so ball spotted. There you go. Right there, nose of the football at the 15. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Mustangs. And the Tiger defense, after the stern talking to from Coach Geiger, have responded with 2 consecutive 3-and-outs.
Yep, Tigers have definitely made some good adjustments and have kept this Mullen defense pretty quiet.
Valdez Lemos takes the snap, rolls to the near side, throws the deep outcut, diving but too far out of bounds, and an incomplete pass there for Mullen. This Tiger defense has really started to button up their assignments.
Yep, looks like maybe Valdez is limping a little bit after that play. Tigers have definitely kept this game physical and hope to keep it that way for the next 27 minutes or so.
That was Preston Terranova on the coverage. And now Valdez Lemos in the shotgun with trips to the far side. Trips to the far side, one wide out here on the near side. There's the snap. Kogel coming off the edge, almost got the sack, and then a great job of running. Kogel had to chase him all the way down, but it's a gain of 9 yards for Valdez Lemos. Kogel wasn't even touched around the tackle. That caused him to step up. No one was there for the Tigers, or rather, one white jersey was there, and he made the man miss.
Yep. Carson Hageman, after he's had a really good game so far, it just missed that tackle a little bit. Now it's 3rd and short for the Mustangs.
3rd and short. Ball spotted at the 23. They've got to get to the 25, so full 2 yards here for the Mustangs. Valdez Lemos in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his right, looking short. Now he's going to face pressure, steps up in the pocket, avoids the tackler from Erie. That would have been a 1st down anyways, but I think shooting up there was Hageman, and Hageman couldn't quite hold on to Valdez Lemos, and he ends up picking up, 12 yards.
Yep, Gilmore had some pressure there as well, and Lemos has been good to avoid pressure. I don't think he's gotten sacked yet tonight, and Tigers need to keep it rolling.
Tell you what, Jackson's been too good on the edge sometimes. And there's, I think, going to be an illegal formation penalty. There's a swing pass out of the backfield, but there was a flag right at the snap. I don't think the receiver covered up the tight end. And it will be an illegal procedure call, and that will back Mullen up 5 yards back to the 30. So it'll be 1st and 15 here for the Mustangs. 2:17 remaining in the first half. Tigers lead it 27-7. So here come the Mustangs. In the shotgun. There's the snap, rolling to the near side. Oh, a diving attempt at an interception. It was a deep outcut by Aceves, and it was Blake Barnett who Coach Geiger said, we're going to put him in at defense every once in a while this year for times that we feel like we need him. We're cross-training him, and I kind of almost didn't believe him in terms of, yeah, he'll see the field, and there he is, and he almost made an interception. I tell you what, that's a different kind of speed there from Blake. That reminds you a lot of Noah Roper when he was roaming center field for the Tigers.
Yeah, Blake with the towel in the safety position opposite Hall.
2nd and 15. There's the high pass over the outstretched arms of Aceves and incomplete, and now that is 5 straight incompletions from the Mullen quarterback after starting the game 8 for his first 9. So the Tiger defense really ratcheting things down. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:55, Tigers lead it 27-7.
The season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest.
Hey, Vern.
Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Our producer talking smack in the timeout. Trying to look at my Colorado Buffaloes. I don't know what that's all about. That was unwarranted. 3rd and 15 here for the Mustangs. Shotgun snap taken by Valdez Lemos. Fires a really nice pass, but that was in and out of the hands. That was, I tell you what, that was pass I thought was on the money. Just couldn't pull it in was the receiver. That was Kyle Elms, the senior wide receiver for Mullen. And a turnover on downs again. And this defense has locked things down.
Yep, and the Tigers definitely, as I've been saying, have a physical presence and forced a rush out of Lemos, and he made a good play to get that pass downfield, but was just dropped by the Mullen receiver.
Tell you what, how much has high school football changed in the last 20 years? 18 pass attempts for the Mullen quarterback. We're still in the first half. There's a bouncer. Kana will pick it up on the punt at the 28. Makes a first man miss into the open field, but a flag coming behind the play at the Tiger 40. And Kana got it to the Mullen 45 before he was finally knocked down. But flag comes in, and that'll back Erie up back to their own side of the field as Blake Barnett will lead the troops out onto the field. We'll try and listen in here for the official call. By the way, lightning delays across the area. Luckily, we've avoided it.
On the return team, number 1, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down Erie.
We've avoided it so far. Let's hope that we continue to avoid it.
Yep, definitely some flashes from behind us, from the storm clouds north of us. Luckily we've avoided it, as you said, and hopefully we can keep this game moving. Looks like on the forecast, no lightning for this part of Denver.
Well, let's hope that holds. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted back at the 30. They'll start with 1:38 left here in the quarter. Barnett takes the snap, scans the field, fires a rocket toward the far sideline, going high, elevating, making the catch is Caden Lettuce, and Caden's had a nice game tonight as he is yanked down across the 40 to the 41, an 11-yard pickup there for the Tigers on first down.
Yeah, it looks like as he fell, he fumbled it a bit, but came down with one hand on the ball and a good reception.
Lettuce As a quick count there, Barnett drops back to pass, weaves through traffic, gets in the open field across the 50, running and finally stumbles over defender, but a flag coming in right near where he was tackled, or maybe just 3 or 4 yards behind where he was tackled. He was yanked down as he crossed the 45 down to the 42, and not sure what this call is. A lot of penalties. It was pretty clean last week. A lot of flags in this game, and it's going to be on Erie, and this one will back him up.
Holding, offense, number 17, 10 yards from the spot. Till first down.
They're going to call that on Alex Sweeney. It's 10 yards from the spot, so it will be 1st and 7 here for the Tigers as that happened past the first down marker. 1:06 remaining. Barnett in the shotgun, trips to the near side, claps his hands, takes a snap, rolling pocket to his right, sets up, looking, now will take off running. He crosses the 50, darting towards the sideline, rather. Almost said the touchline like this is soccer, and he is down at the 45.
Yeah, and Blake was smooth there. He definitely had some pressure, but he just calmly sidestepped it, felt the pressure from his back, and decided to scramble and got a first down out of it.
I think that was about, 11 yards or so on the carry. 27-7, 53 seconds left here in the half. Barnett takes a snap. It's a draw, a delay. Big hole there for Kana across the 40. Sprints it out to the near sideline, up the sideline, across the 30, the 25, and he's finally shoved out of bounds in toward the long jump pit. I think they'll mark him out at about the 24-yard line. No, they'll say it was back at the 25, but a good run there for Kana. Gain of 15 on the play for Trey, his longest run of the night. Tigers have rushed for 106.
Yeah, that was a great play call from Coach Geiger. Had Mullen looking downfield for a pass as Blake pulled back, and just a good delay, and Kana found a good opening to get some big yards.
Now Barnett will come out under center, 46 seconds left, takes the snap, runs the stretch to Kana, puts his foot in the ground, tries to go against the grain, and he'll lean it forward for a gain of a couple. And I think the Tigers may be trying to use and abuse a little bit of that clock. And a timeout is called. They'll give him only a yard as Kana. He has 29 yards rushing. Blake Barnett, 185 through the air. And we'll stick right here. This game is brought to you by 3M Farms, Erie's own hometown growing nursery just north of Collier's Hill on Road 3. They have a huge selection of landscape shrubs, perennial grasses, and flowering perennials, all perfect for the Colorado environment. And with years of experience, the wonderful staff at 3M Farms can help you pick the right plants for your landscape. Locally owned, locally grown. Visit 3M Farms in Erie today. So 2nd and 9, Lightning off to the north of us. Can that hold off? Oh, the official. Oh, my goodness. And they're pausing the game for a lightning delay with 40 seconds left in the half. Okay, so what's going to happen here is what's going to happen here is we're going to pause the stream, folks. We don't want to sit and try and fill an unknown time of error when we're not even supposed to be in the stands, which is where we are right now. So that puts a little bit of a damper on things. Well, the Tigers lead it 27-7 with 40 seconds left in the half. It is a lightning delay, and well, it's maybe because I didn't knock on wood. That's what some people are texting me, that it's the announcer's jinx. So we're going to pause the stream in just a moment, and we will have a lightning delay here on our broadcast. Follow us on social media. We will try and update you when we go live. So we're going to take a pause here on the Erie Tiger Network.
stuff up as best I can. Right. My only concern is how do I keep this. Just unplug that black cable. Alright, so I'll just do that. That won't hurt you to do it.